Hello guys, so this is Expert Partner and you're watching on YouTube. So let's understand today question that we have is a scramble string. Okay, so this question is in the daily Leetcode question series, and it's a 30th March you can say, and let's continue to study the question. Okay, so we are scramble a string, right? We are scramble a string s, and to get a string t using the following algorithm. Okay, so we have to scramble a string, right, s to get a string t. How? Let's understand. The first, it is saying that if a string if the length of the string s, if the length of the string is 1, right, means s. So what we have to do, we have to stop, right? And if the length of a string is greater than what, 1, then do the following. If it is 1, if the length of the string is 1, then we will not do anything. But if length of the string is what, greater than 1, then we will do the following, these three. First, we will split the string into two non-empty substring, right? What we have to do, we have to split the string into two non-empty substring at a random index. Okay, so let's suppose we have given what does it mean that let's suppose this is a name we have, Hina. Okay, so if we are going to this, the length of this name is Hina is more than 1, right? Then it means we can split into substring. Either I will do splitting on he or double ena, right? So ena. So either we will split like this, or either I will use like ena, or either I can do double ena, right? Based on this one, we can do that. Okay, according to the requirement. So we have to split the string into two non-empty substring at random index. So index can be anything, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5 characters are there, so we can split at anywhere. So if the string is s, right, if the string is s, divide it to x and y, where x equal to s equal to x plus y. Means if the string is s, let's suppose this is the string we have, right? If a string is s, right, and then what we have to do, we have to divide by x and y. How we will divide this one, right? So we have to divide by x plus y in such a way s should be x plus y. Let's suppose we have this element, right? So what we will do, we will divide it in such a way that if we combine both of these, so it will become s actually, right? Now understand, you already understood. Let's understand next. It is saying that the randomly decide to swap the two substring or to keep them in a same order, right? We have to decide to swap the two substring to keep them in same order, right? After this, what we will do, so swapping means you know that, right? The first part and the second part, we will randomly we will do the swapping of these two string, like he or na, right? And then we will do the swapping, right? After this step, what we will do, s maybe become s equal to x plus y, and s equal to y plus x, right? The possibility can be this, right? So what we will do, we will swap these two substring, or we will keep them in the same order. After this step, s maybe become s equal to x plus y or y plus x. Either any of this way you can do this. You can keep them same order, or you can swap them. After this it will become. So apply a step 1 recursively. On each of the two substring x and y, right? Means this thing. Now it is saying that we have given a string s1 s2 of the same length, and then we will return what? True. If two string s1 and s2 of the same length, right, then what we have to do, we have to return true. So if the s2 is scrambled, right, the given two string s1 and s2 of the same length, it will return true if s2 is scrambled of a string s2, otherwise say false. Means we'll do the same operation on s1 and s2, right, that we have already understand till now, right, from here to here, right. We'll do this operation, right, and it is saying that given to a string s1 and s2 of the same length, if they have the same length, we will return true if s2 is a scrambled string of s1. Means s2 has come from where? From string after the scramble, right. So we have to focus on our first the steps, right. If we will not do you can say uh, if you are not following that approaches, right, what we have to do first, right, so then it will give you little issue, right. So what you have to do, you have to do the scramble on this you can say string, right, and then you will get the another one, right. So let's do the operation and we will see the example, right, one, and then we will do the operation. So let me clean this one so that we will understand. Good. Now understand about this one, how what we are going to do here, right. So first of all, the example that we have given, right, s1 and s2, what does it mean, right. First of all, we have to understand that one. Okay, so first of all, it is saying that we have a let's suppose we have a s1 we have given, right. So let me write here s1 equal to what we have given, grade, right, and s2 we have given is a r grade, right. It r is here and EAT is here, sorry, EAT. Okay, like this you can see here in s1 we have given and s2 we have given, correct. So what we have to do, the explanation is saying that our possible scenario applies on s1. Let's suppose we are going to apply scenario here on s1. So first of all, what we have given, we have given grade, GREAT, grade, right. So we can divide either from where, from here, half, as this is index 0 1 2 3 4, correct. So I can divide it after this one at any random index. I will divide this one, so it will become what, GR here, and here it will become EAT, correct. So GR is here, EAT is here, correct. Now if this is a new string, let's suppose, okay, so at random decision is not the random decision is not to swap the two substring and keep them in the order. We will keep it in the order. Okay, further what we will do, we have what, these two we have GR and EAT is here, right. So what we will do, we will apply this one again and we will say let's do it G and R and EAT. Okay, so we can further apply the same algorithm, right, on both of these substring that we have divided now, right. We have divided here, right. So we will do that same thing. Now what we will do, we can apply the rules right here. So what we will do, after doing here, so we will swap here, so R will come here, G will come here, okay, and what we will do, we will keep EAT like this only, we will not do swapping here, right. We will apply the same algorithm and divide A and T. Let's suppose we can do A and T, okay. So what we will do, R and J we have already divided, right. We can divide this one because EAT is different, right. So what we will do, we will divide, E is already divided, now A will divide and now T will divide, right. We can do this, right. Now if you see, the decision is to keep both the string are in the same order, right. So we can stop the algorithm here, right? And then what we will do, we will stop the algorithm, right? And now what we will do, we will make it in result, right? So let's combine this one. So first it will come R, then it will come G, then it will come E, A, T. So it will become R-git, R-git, R-git. That is, we have already given in S2, correct? So that what you can see, S1 and S2 are equal and having the same length, right? And so we have to return as a true. See here it is saying the given two string S1 and S2 of the same length, we have to return true if S2 is scramble of S1. This is the way we can say we can do S1 scrambled and S2 is scrambled from string 2, you can say string 1, you can say, right? So this way we have to do. Coming back to the next problem, right? What we have given, S1 we have given A, B, C, D, E, right? If we'll do the divide, right? Let's suppose. So what will come if we will divide from here? Suppose we are dividing from here, okay? Not from here. Then what we will do? A and B will be here, right? C, D and E will be here, and another we will divide from here, right? First we will divide here, and second we will divide here, okay? After this it will look like this one. Now let's suppose we will have this one same. Now C will remain same. Now we will divide this one, D and E, okay? So we have D and we have E. What we can do, as you can see here, we are getting we have to take what? C, A, E, B and D. Is it possible? Let's suppose we will do the swapping this one. So B will come here, A will go here, okay? Now if we will do the swapping of this one, what it will come? C will come here, and if will B should come here, right? Let's suppose. So here what we have? D. So let's suppose E will come here and D will go here after the swapping, right? So if in this way, if we'll do, we can't do the swapping, okay? So now the next approach what we will do, we will do take again A, B, C, D, E, and we will start, because see we have to take C first, right? In the first place I'll divide from here, right? And so what it will come after dividing. So if you see this, right? So and another let's we are taking here, okay? So A and B and C, D, E, it is coming, okay? Let's suppose. So in all the way, if you see, we are not able to find this one, and that's why we are getting false. You can try other approach also, you will not get it. Similarly, what we have given A, we have given, and if we'll do the swapping and those things, so A will automatically come, right? So that's why it's returning true. Constant we have given, S1 is the length of S2, and S1 is less than equal to S1 dot length is greater than equal to 1 and 30. Between 30 and S1 and S2 consist of the loading list letter alphabet, okay? Now what we have to understand, the first of all that we are going through this one, right? So this problem belongs to the DP, right? Dynamic programming. So what we have to do, we have to do we have to take a recursive function, you can say, that do the scramble, right? So we'll start with the DP first, right? And we'll do scrambling of a string S1 we have given, right? So a string S1 we will divide S into what? X and Y, and then we'll do the sum, right? Let's suppose we can do X plus Y, so it can be S, right? Or if not, if it is not matching, then we can do what? Y plus X, and then we will check with S. So either do the swapping, after do swapping you can do this approach, right? Or without swap you can do this one, right? But you have to check after the scramble it is coming same or not, right? So that's where we have to find actually, right? So what we'll do, we'll find let's suppose we have two string is given, right? Let's suppose we have given x1, right? That is a scramble, it is coming from after x plus y, suppose, right? And another is coming what? Y1 sorry, x1 only, but it is coming from y plus x, suppose. Means what you have to do, x1 plus y, if you do, it should be, or you can say x1 plus y, or you can say y1 plus x, x1. If we'll do this one, right, x1 dot y1 and y1 dot x1, let's suppose if we'll do, right, it should be actually become like this one. How we are saying, let's suppose, so we have given sorry, let's suppose we have given what we have given, we have given x, we have given, right, and y we have given. Okay, so after the scramble it should be look like what, x1 and y1 dash, right. Similarly, if we have given what, x we have given and y we have given, then what we will do, we will do the swap, right. So after the swapping, what we will do, y will come here, x will come here, right. We'll do again the swapping, right, scramble, right. So it can be y dash or x dash. Why does it happen, right? So what we will do, let's understand how do we check whether string given t is a scramble of s. Yeah, or you can say s2 is a scramble from s1, right. The first we will choose as a index s, and we will cut that into x and y, right. So we have already understood this one, right, and you understood, right, how to do x and y, right. So the question is how it is coming, this, right, how it is coming, right. So the string that we have given x, let's suppose, you have to cut in such a way, let's suppose a string s is given, right. So you have to cut a string s, into either x and y, right, so that a string s become what, x plus y, correct. And then we will see if we can cut the given string, right, given string, if we will cut this given string s1, right, we can see if s2, let's suppose we have given another string is s2, we have given it. So if we can cut this into what, x1 and y1, can we cut this? If this is possible, let's suppose these two things, if s can be cut into x and y, and if we do the sum, it should be equal to this. If x1 and y1 we cut from what, s2, if it is equal to, right, or if we do the swap, after the swapping what it will become, it should become, let's suppose we have s2 is here, right, then what it will become, y dash, let's suppose, plus x dash that I was talking about here, right. And if we do, right, it means what, we have to verify x1 is a scrambled x and y or not, right. Sorry, x is a scramble from what, x, and y is a scramble from what, y dash, means y dash is a scramble from y, you can, sorry, right, means x is coming from what, here, let's suppose like this, you can say, and y from y, this is x dash is a scramble from where, x, and y dash is a scramble from what, y, are a smaller subproblem or not. If this is matching, right, we will solve the problem using the dynamic programming, and we have given this s1 and s2. So for each given state of dp, right, what we will do, first of all, for each given dp, right, we need three variables, right. First we will take length, then we will take I and j. Why? Because each state will focus on two substring. The first one will be a substring of s1, right, and the starting index I, right, and with the length of equal to the length, and then we'll call this substring, then we'll call this then we'll call this string s, substring s, you can say, then we call this substring s. After doing this, what I told, so for each state we will focus on two substring, right. The first one is s1, right, starting from index I, and it will go to its equal to its length, correct. with equal to its length, right? Then we will find what, let's call this, if we are going from I to its length, let's call this string s, substring s, right? And the second one will be the string s2, right, starting from index j, and it will go to the length, and we can call this s2, we can call, let's call this s2, right. So in that way you have to do the swapping, right? So if we have dp, let's suppose we have dp of length we have, right? Then we have I, we have j, we have, right? Let's suppose we have given this one. So this will represent you a length of I, j, and length I, j, right, of dp. It will be represented as you can say, will be a boolean that representing t is a scramble from version of s or not, right? And the base case that we have defined is length equal to 1. If this length equal to 1, that is our base case, right? And we do not have to split a string into a smaller one, because if there is only one string character, right, why will do the splitting, right? So we can easily compare the corresponding characters. dp of 1 I, j is true, right? Here it will come 1 and there will be some value, right? Let's suppose this is now 1, right? So dp of I and j will do what, it's true, right? So we don't need to do what, s1 I, you can say, and s2 j. We don't need to do the compare, right? Got it? Otherwise what we will do, right? Now we need to write down the, you can say, dp. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, let's suppose what I'm talking about. So I was saying that we have given s1, right? So first of all, s1 will have given some string here. Suppose we have given some string, so we will divide some number. Let's suppose we have I here, okay, and this is the length. So we'll take some length, right, I, and it will go to its length, suppose. Similarly we'll have s2. Similarly we'll have what, we have given j, suppose we have given j. So new length will start from where, here to here. So it will also go like this. Got it? So this can be vary, this size can vary and this size can be vary, right? Length can be vary, you can say. So what we will do, let's go to the browser and we'll do the implementation, right? So we'll understand our things, right? So first what you can do, right, so we need to perform the split on s1, right? And we'll consider all the possible split if we are currently considering a substring with a length of this one. So if this is a length, right, let's suppose this is a length from here to here, right? So then we could perform a split at any index, right, and that is called nothing but our, it's become a new length. If we'll talk about this one, if we will consider any of this one, so this is the new length become what, this one, right? So what you have to do for each you can say for each state we need to perform a split on s1, right? And then what we will do, we'll consider all possible split. If we will currently considering a substring with length okay, something length, then what we will do, we will perform a split at a given index, new length, and where we'll check what we should check, if 0 is less than the length, new length that we will take, right, new length, and it should be less than what, length. Here we will check new length represent a length of left string after the split. So a split gives us a two new substring, right? We know that after the splitting it will give you two substring. So a substring s1 starting at a index I and ending with I plus new length, means this I am talking about this length and this length, right? So this will vary. Sometimes it will become from here to here only, right? Then it will become here to here, right? So it will vary, don't worry. But I am talking about like s1 starting at sub index I, ending with I and new length minus 1, suppose. Then what we will do, the string has a length of new length, right? that we can see. And substring of s1 starting with the index I with some length, right? So there will be some length. So there will be first substring is here, I am talking about second substring is here, right? So ending with its length I plus length minus 1, right? This will come length minus 1. So this has a length minus new length, that we can say that we are talking about this one. If this is the length from here to here, so this is our length, right? Let's length, and this is the new length. If you do the minus, what will come? This length will come, right? So that's what we are talking about. Okay, so this is the splitting thing. I think you will understand better. So just what we have to do, for each split we have two cases, right? The first, we do not swap the both part, this part and this part, this part and this parts, right? Why? Because corresponding to the substring of s2 must be a scramble version of a substring. We just created this string s1, right? So this means dp we have, so there is some new length will be there, some I will be there, some j will be there. It means it representing this part, first part, okay? And if there is some dp, let's suppose, and we'll take dp, so this is the new length minus length, and then we'll take I and j, okay, right? So this I will become what now? I plus new length, and this j will become now j plus new length, right? So though two part will be there, right? dp of I new length minus length, and I plus new length, and j plus new length. That we will talk about. We will talk later about this one. So must these two are representing these two parts, right? This is the first part of the string substring. This is the second part of the substring, and they must be true. They must be true. Okay, both must be true. So after the swapping of these two part, right, the s1 and s2, right, the part that we have in the s1 and s2, we still need the parts to match. If both will match, then we can say s1 will be the scramble version of s2, or same with the other part. What are the new starting indices are there, then we will do. I think you will getting confused if not confusing. So just what we have to do, we have to check its indexes, and its I and j, how I and j are moving, right? So what I'll do, let's go to. So first of all, we have given two string s1 and s2 we have given, right? So what we will do, we'll find the, let's suppose we are going to find its length. So we'll find n is its length, right? So I'll take s1 dot length, right? This one. Now what we will do, we will create one boolean type of memory, and we'll store there, right? So I'll take a boolean, you can say memory, and on the memory, right, and on the memory, what we will store, three things we will store, right? Length, I, j, right? So we'll take this one. So first it will become new boolean, then we'll take the here nothing but our length, n plus 1 will take, then we'll take n, and then it will take n. Okay, size will remain, I, j will remain same. So this memory is nothing but our dp memory, you can say dp memory. Okay, now what we will do, once our matrix is ready, right, then what we will do, we'll follow I and j for getting our, you can say, substring, right? So I'll start from int you can say I equal to int I equal to 0, and it will go to, I should go to its length n and I plus plus. Now we'll go with j. So for we don't know from where we will do the splitting, right? So we should go with 0, and it should also go to j, should also go to the length n and j plus plus. I and j we are moving. From each one we will get some we can say substring, s2 dot some character. If both are equal, then what we will do, we'll store that element onto dp memory that we have on here. Let's suppose what I am talking about. First, what we have 1. So at 1 we will store you can say I and j 0 0, it will come, right? Or any other index, it will also come, right? The first row. So I'll take s1 we have given, so s1 at char at char at we have, and we'll pass our I. If it is equal to s2 dot char at j. If both are equal, then means we'll store here true, means both are matching, suppose, right? Then we'll say we will store s2, we will store true. So now we will in this way we will initialize this one, right? Now what we will do, we'll start with the index length 2 to n, because index length we have already filled with this one, right? So for this one, what we'll do, I'll take our you can say length, and this will start from where? It will start from 2, because we have already started with 1. We have stored the true here, and then it will go to length should be less than what? Equal to, sorry, length should be less than equal to n, correct? What? And then what we will do, we'll do I plus not I, that is length. After this, we know that I and j we have, right? So we'll start with I and j, and let me copy this one from here. Let me copy from here to here. Okay, so I will start from 0, right? I will start from 0, and it will go to the length till the length is n plus 1. Similarly, we'll have here n plus 1, correct? I and j will go. Now we know that from here we will remove this part. Yeah, now what we will do, we'll check first, we'll start one length, right? New length, we have to find actually new length. So for the new length, we'll go with int new length, and this new length will start from where? 1. We can take from 1, right? And then new length, this new length is less than what? Length, and new length plus, sorry, it should be less than this one. Okay, I think you got it right. What I am trying to do here, we are trying to find a new length of the substring. Okay, so we'll do like this one that we are talking about. Now we have boolean, right? So I'll take boolean, and this is nothing but our dp memory that we have already, right? Let's suppose we don't have, let's suppose this is dp1 memory, and we'll store here some value, right? To store that, we have to initialize this one, and this is nothing but our dp of, you can say sorry, this is our dp at memory. We have some element, and this element is nothing but our new length, right? And another will take our I for s1. Actually, we will store for s dash, this one, this is called s dash, right? And it will store all the element here only. Okay, similarly we'll find let me copy this one, I will store here. So this is our dp2, and it will come from where? We have already consumed new length, right? So now the length, remaining length will be what? Length minus new length, and this is our this one, and it will I will become now what? I plus new length, the first part, right, that we are talking about. So this will become like this one. Let's remove this one to not get confused. So this is the part of the, you can say, new length that will take the half part of the first, and this is the second part, right? There will be another thing that what we have to check, if dp of you can say, we have sorry, not dp, we have our dp memory is this one, right? dp memory we have, right? So on the dp memory we'll check our length, on length, and another will take what, I, and another will take j. If this length is you can say not equal to, right, not equal to what, dp 1 at, you can say, j, and dp 2 at j plus new length, right? That we have to take this part. Similarly, or I can take like this, right? You can take like this. Second part will take like for I we have taken, now we'll take for length we have, I, j we have. So the second part will become j plus new length, and here will become what, only j's. Once these are done, right, what we will do, we will complete our for loop here. Then we will return dp memory at n and 0 and 0. Let me compile this one. N plus 1 minus length we have to do. Similarly, we have to do nth on length minus n. I think so. I will go like this. Yes. I think this was our mistake. Yeah. Let's submit this one. Good. To understand, see what I have done here. Let me choose a color. I'll take this one. Okay. So first of all, what we have done here, first of all, we have taken the length, so that we will make a dp, right, and in which we will take n plus 1 n, and you can say n plus 1 n and this one. So n plus 1 is nothing but our length that we are talking about, length. Then this is I, it will come length, then it will come I, and then it will become j, right? Like this we will go, right? Then what we will do, we are getting we are initializing our dp at 1 I and j. If it is equal to both character, we will set true. Then we'll start the length from 2, because we have already stored 1. So we'll start with 2, then it will go to the last length, and so we'll go with a start I and j, but we'll do n plus 1 minus length, right? Only will go I will go to n plus 1 last index, but we'll do minus 2. Let's suppose we are going starting with 2. We have character set as like this. Okay, so if length we are taking here, right, and this length is starting from what, 2, and it is going to the last length n here, right? So if we'll starting from here, so I if this is going right, I is starting from, let's suppose, here to here, right? So we'll do minus this length, we'll do minus this one, so it will reduce here this length. Okay, similarly we'll reduce our n plus 1 minus length, so we'll do length minus this part will get removed from there. After that this is, let's suppose this is our new length, right? This is our new length. So from here what we will do, we'll check new length equal to 1, and we'll go new length is less than length, and plus plus will do. So we'll find about new dp1 and dp2 to store new length thing, and length minus new length, and this part, right? So both part will store here, dp1 and dp2, and we'll check we'll store length of, where there will be some length I and j, so we'll store from here using dp1 and dp2. We'll store the data, and we are returning finally dp at n 0, right? So as you can see, we are having for loop, right, from here to here, right? So that's why it is saying that there will be some length, right? So length, suppose we have n, right? So in this case it will become what, n4, right? So that's why we can say that O of n4 is our time complexity. This is our time complexity. Okay, and if we are talking about the space, right? So three things we are storing, right? We have n, and n, correct, approximately. So nq, so space is taking O of nq. This is space complexity, and this is our time complexity. Okay, so this is our time complexity, and this is our space complexity. So thank you guys. If you like this video, please subscribe this channel so that you will get more videos like this. Thank you so much.